Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. Hope you're doing well. A commenter under a video of mine gave a very accurate and very amazing account of a violent outburst that I had at VidCon, this past VidCon. And he put it into words that were better than I think I could have. So let's read through his account. Let's read through his Fantano fiction, and we'll see what he has to say. I once met Anthony Fantano. It was a brief yet strange encounter. It was at VidCon, and he had just finished signing someone's plastic badge, you know, the ones given upon entry. So he turned around and looked at me. He did not look at me in the eyes, he looked at some random point in my forehead, occasionally shifting his glance to my eyes for a millisecond. His stare was piercing. He had a lust for blood in his eyes. That is true. I typically do walk around with a lust for blood in my eyes. It's why nobody bothers me. Despite the fact that he only looked me in the eyes for extremely brief periods of time, I became extremely uncomfortable. I was trying to come up with a good excuse in order to get the hell out of there, but as soon as I was going to open my mouth, I simply heard him utter something under his breath. I could not make it out what it was, but he kept repeating it in a monotone fashion, now staring at me directly in the eyes, not breaking eye contact. I managed to make it out the second time, week 2. Ooh, I was saying week 2. That's not totally how I remember it, but I'll sort of trust his memory over mine. He kept compulsively saying it, now slowly walking towards me with his arms tensed, as if he was going to assault me. I decide to attempt to reason with him. What are you doing? He grabs me by the throat, pins me up against a wall. My air supply is being cut off by his muscular grip. Imagine these meaty mitts. I attempt to stop this physical assault. I kick and I struggle. I try to scream, but nothing comes out. The VidCon staff look on with the defeated weariness of a father whose only son's favorite toy has just been swept away during a day at the beach. The sounds of his child's heartbroken wails are too much for his heart to bear, yet he also knows that to swim after the toy would ultimately be a fool's errand. It belongs to the sea now. That is true. I did actually have it written into my VidCon rider that I could strangle, VidCon attendees if I so choose. I was on a limited amount, though. I believe this was maybe my first or second that they let me have. At one point, from my dazed vision, I see one of the VidCon staff members violently holding back another who's trying to run up to help me. I cannot hear them, but I can tell by the look on in his eyes that he's saying, "Do not try to be a hero. It's too late for him." Suddenly, I see Fantano's mouth violently snap open like an alligator. He begins to speak. He begins by giving a detailed biography of his encounter with me, saying, "Now, this is the 5th minute I've spent with this little peasant weakling, and I've got to say, this one was a real disappointment. Not that I came to expect more from these not Anthony Fantano people." He goes on, the fervor getting more and more intense, his voice raising in volume. With every sentence at this point, his voice is a bat-like shriek, far from Anthony Fantano, and for that matter, any human being's voice. I am stunned by the fact that he goes on for approximately 15 minutes. That is, I like to be thorough. You can't blame me. I'm a thorough individual. The average length of one of his music reviews, going detail by detail into why he wants me dead, mentioning dead relatives and their exact dates of death. This is where I realized Anthony was not of this world. I saw bitter tears knowing that I'm about to be just another item checked off on his shopping list. I actually call it my chopping list. As my vision starts to darken and my senses start to deplete one by one, I can very vaguely hear him give his final rating on me, and after that, I hear him say Tran, and that was where it all went dark, and my life came to an end. A real jokester, that Anthony Fantano. Ha! So, there you go. That was this individual, krycklund's account of what happened at VidCon. I will say right here it's accurate, but if you were to take me to court on that, I will deny every second of it. So don't take me to court on this. Don't sue me. Don't try to arrest me or anything like that. But yes, I'll totally deny that, and I will have my lawyer say that at the time of me recording this video, I was not in the best mental state and that I was crazy. I'll use the insanity defense all day. So there you go. All right, you're the best. Keep these Fantano fictions coming. They get funnier every time. Over here next to my head is another one that you can check out, where you can click on the link to subscribe to the channel. I love you forever. Bye-bye.